Good evening. Today's topic is related to GDP. GDP is a term which we see often at times in the news. It is a term which we see regularly in the news. And even now, GDP is very much in the news because our GDP has declined drastically. So in today's session, let us try to understand what is GDP. So if the basics are clear, then we will be able to understand what is the current issue that is happening. So in this session, we will discuss what is GDP, what is V recovery economy, and what is the current issue. So let us begin. India's GDP has shrunk by a record of 23.9%. See, GDP is an indicator of an economy. Generally, what happens is in any economy, ups and downs are common. But sometimes what happens is we go to such a lowest level where that is not really good for an economy. So this is the problem that is facing by all the countries right now, and same is the case with India. India's GDP has shrunk drastically to a record of 23.9%. So let us understand what is meant by GDP. GDP means gross domestic product. It is the final value of goods and services produced within a geographical boundaries of a country and during a specified period of time, normally a year. So let us understand this with very simple and basic example. So GDP means gross domestic product. So let us take an example. In any economy, we see some of the people produce goods and some people produce services. What does this mean? Many people produce goods such as cars, clothes, and some provide services such as doctors and teachers. They provide these services. So whatever the goods and services that are produced in an economy, they have some value, right? For example, if you want to purchase a car has some value. You purchase by paying money. If you want to purchase clothes, you have to pay them. So for everything there is some value. Even if you go to doctor, you have to pay the fees. So for every good and service there is some value. When you add up these values, then you get a sum, right? So that is known as GDP, that is gross domestic product. So the term G stands for gross. Gross means adding up of these values. D stands for domestic. Domestic means the goods and services that is produced within the four walls of India that we need to take into consideration. So whatever the goods and services that are produced within India, those goods and services are taken into consideration while calculating the GDP. And four walls of India doesn't only mean the political boundaries, it also includes like embassies, military establishments in abroad. Those are also considered. So here another important point to be noted is it doesn't matter whether the citizen is producing the good or a foreigner is producing the good. Everybody who are staying in India, who are living in India, like it may be either citizen or foreigner. So whoever produces a good or service in India, that comes under GDP. So I hope the definition is very clear. Gross domestic product. And another important point is here the term final good is very important because final good indicates that, let us take an example. For example, cotton. With the help of cotton, we produce a cloth, right? So here cotton is acting as an raw material. It is acting as an intermediary good. So even that cotton also has some value, right? But here while calculating in GDP, the value of cotton is not considered. Only the final product, only the final cloth that is produced, that is taken into consideration. So I hope the definition is clear. So here it is a final value of goods and services produced within a geographical boundaries of a country during a specified period of time. So it is generally taken for 1 year. Like our financial year, it starts from 1st of April and it ends at March 31st. And now let us see, many times we hear like GDP is increasing and GDP is decreasing. So what does this really mean? Let us take an example. For example, let us take in 2018 our GDP is rupees 100. This is just a vague example to explain you in a simple terms. And by next year our GDP has gone to 104 rupees. So it means what? Our GDP has increased to 4%. So this is how the GDP GDP increased means if when compared to the last year, if some value has increased, then we say GDP has increased. So, but now the current issue is our GDP has declined 23.9%. Let us try to understand in the next slide. So, another important point to be noted here is quarterly figures started being published since 1996. Here it means what? Before 1996, the situation was like GDP was calculated once in a year. For every year, GDP used to be published. But since 1996, what is happening is GDP is published quarterly on quarterly basis. In a year, our financial year, it is divided into 4 quarters. So based on quarterly years, our GDP is published. So now the current issue is India's GDP has dramatically collapsed during the lockdown. We know how the situation was during the lockdown. So during this lockdown, our GDP has declined drastically and contracted by 23.9% in April and June month. So from April to June, it is considered as one quarter. So during this quarter, our GDP has declined almost 24%. This is really very bad news. So here this April to June has been compared with the last years of April to June month. So when compared to the last years, our GDP has declined to 23.9% in this particular quarter. And this data, and you know what, this is for the first time in the last 40 years that India's GDP has seen such a contraction. So, and this data is released by NSO, that is National Statistical Office. From prelims point of view, this point is very important because what happened was in 2019, government has decided and merged two entities, and those are CSO, Central Statistical Office, and NSSO, National Sample Survey Office. These two entities, they were merged and a new entity was emerged, and it was named as NSO, National Statistical Office, and this comes under the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. And this point we have seen quarterly figures, they have started being published since 1996. And you know what, like some of the economists, like our chief economic advisor, they are hoping that India is facing V recovery. Now let us understand what is this V-shaped recovery. From the term itself, we understood V, the alphabet V. What does this mean? V-shaped recovery involves a sharp rise back to a previous peak after a sharp decline. So let us understand this with a graph. See, this is GDP and this is V-shaped. So what does this mean? What happened was like V-shaped recovery means a sudden decline in the GDP and again sudden rise in the GDP. So a sharp fall and a sharp rise. This indicates V-shaped recovery. See, generally for any healthy economy, what is required is spending. Let us understand this. Yeah, for any healthy economy, what is required is spending. Spending means people have to spend. People have to spend their money for consumption. If spending increases, then only the demand for the goods in the market increases. When the demand for the goods increases, that means production also increases, because if many people are buying the products, then automatically the production increases, and when the production increases, there will be growth and employment also increases, and when employment increases, salary of the people increases. Again, when the people have money in their hands, they try to purchase goods, so their purchasing power parity also increases. So in an economy, it is a cycle. So for economy to be healthy, this cycle has to continue. So but what happened during lockdown was, we know all the situation was worst. Everybody sat in their homes and nobody was going out, so nobody was purchasing, and even middle income class and those people, they have spent their savings also. There was no money with the people. So what happened during lockdown was, we know there was no demand for the goods, nobody was purchasing, and when there was no demand in the market, obviously there will be no production, because when nobody is willing, nobody is buying the goods, then manufacturers, they will not be producing the goods, right? So when the goods are not produced, that ultimately result in the decline of GDP. So because of this reason, government took initiatives, like, because during this recession, it is the government that has to take few steps, right? So what government did was, to boost the economy, government has came up with Atmanirbhar package. It is an economic package, and the main purpose was to boost the economy. So now how does the government will boost the economy? So by pumping money into the economy, by giving the money, so that is under Atmanirbhar package, government started giving money to the people so that people will start purchasing, people will start buying the goods. So if they start consuming, production increases, again employment increases, again the GDP will increase. So it is a continuous cycle. So for an healthy economy, this cycle is very much important. So because of this, to boost the economy, government came up with this economic package. I hope you understood the concept of what is GDP, what is V-shaped V recovery, and what is healthy economy. But here the challenge is how long the government will give money, and from where does the money gets to the government. Even if government borrows loans, how it is going to repay? All these are challenges in front of the government. So this is all for the day. Thank you so much, and if you like my video, then please click the like button and do share the video. Thank you so much.